Hello, and welcome to Popcorn News. Something to watch while you eat popcorn. The external rational is signified by Abraham. In the plains of Mamre, Abraham was visited by three men. This is recorded in chapter 18, verse 2 of Genesis. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, three men stood by him. But then, in the following verse, Abraham addresses the three men in the singular, calling them my Lord. Thereafter, the three men are alternately described in both the plural and the singular, until verse 20, when it is the singular. The Lord said. Verse 21, I will go down. But in verse 22, it is again the plural. The men turned their faces. Then in verse 26, it is the singular. And the Lord said. Verse 30, and he said, again in the singular. Verse 31, and he said. Verse 32, and he said. The final verse of chapter 18 of Genesis, verse 33, concludes, and the Lord went his way as soon as he had left communing with Abraham. I have to give credit to someone else for having noticed how there is a seeming discrepancy in chapter 18 of Genesis in which the plural and singular are intermixed. That person is Emanuel Swedenborg, and I know there are persons who disagree with his biblical interpretations. Still, I must offer acknowledgement to Swedenborg for having first pointed out the discrepancy between singular and plural in chapter 18 of Genesis. So what does it mean? Was it just carelessness which caused the three men to be sometimes written in the singular? No, it was not carelessness. Every word in the Bible is meaningful. Since it was not carelessness, there has to be some deeper meaning involved. Swedenborg explains the deeper meaning of Genesis chapter 18 in his 12-volume work Arcana Coelestia, beginning in the section numbered 2135 and ending with the section numbered 2288. The three men, who yet are one man, told Abraham that a son would be born to him. That son was Isaac. And Isaac, according to Swedenborg, signifies a higher rational. Abraham had been using the external rational, limited by the human senses. Isaac, though, represents a higher rational, not bound by illusion, created due to external sensory limitations. The point I am trying to make is that today much faith is given to this external rational. Yet the external rational is limited by the human senses. Thank you for watching Popcorn News.